recording now.
How you like me now? How you like me now? Here.
All right. Hi, guys. We are on Anything Goes. This is episode 2, 3.
Or 3, who knows? Anything goes.
Right.
I am Rhesa Samuel.
I am Rhesa and Valdez. Yeah, we don't have a catch line. All right.
So what you have for me?
Rhesa, you see that video going around?
Yes.
Right?
Cheesecake Factory video.
Cheesecake Factory video. Listen. I have a brethren who say, Valdez, you're married a long time, you know. You don't know what it's like out there with beating.
How long you married? Since you was 12?
Since 2012.
Oh.
2012.
Okay. All right. Back up you.
All right. So, I was trying to do the maths. I was trying to say 12 years, but then there's in 2023, that was 11 years.
Yeah, don't teach maths.
All right. So, he said, Valdez, it's hard out there. And I say, nah, bro.
It is, though.
It can't be that hard out there.
It's tough.
It can't be that hard out there. But I realize I'm living in a bubble.
Yeah.
I am living in a bubble. I'm living in that nice, safe little marriage bubble.
Aww.
And, you know, it's good.
Must
it's good.
be nice.
Because you don't have to worry about stuff. But thanks to the magic of social media, I'm seeing what it's like out there for people. And that Cheesecake Factory video is something.
Yo. I called her Princess Margaret. I think that she was Princess Margaret in it. And let's take a look at it right now. This is the video.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you? You're recording me?
Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh no, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm up.
So you just want to call it a night? I mean,
Yeah.
Isn't there some kind of compromise or something? Ladies, can you believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
He just pulled
but
out of the parking space.
If I don't feel respected, I am not gonna go through with the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, you are serious. You're really leaving.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
so,
my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand where you're coming from.
All right.
Right. So, yeah, that was a little sad.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to comment on the male side about the man, and I will comment about the woman.
Okay. Start?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I give brother man props.
Calm.
He was patient.
Mm-hmm.
He was calm. He was gentlemanly, because I honestly would not blame him if he looked at that lady right there in that Cheesecake Factory parking lot and say, I will call you an Uber or a taxi, and you could find your way home.
What if she
even
refused
worse,
to come out?
Or
Because she
even
was.
worse, I hope you have your mad money, because I'm not talking to you again from this point. Please get out my vehicle. I thought that I was coming to this place with a sane person.
Yeah.
And no, yeah, I mean, I'm watching it, and I still hoping to myself, you know, like you just watch things and sometimes it just break as a skit.
Yeah. You think, okay, well, yeah.
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 So as I say, brother man had real patience, because if it was me, you know, I would have asked her to get out of my vehicle, and I'd let her travel
I think
home.
he did though, but she was
No,
very
he
adamant
was driving
about
her
staying.
back home, you know, in the second video.
She didn't want to come out. I think it's pride. She didn't want to come out. Is it my turn to comment on her?
It is your turn to comment.
Okay.
You talk.
If it were
Try to
me-
make this make sense.
First of all, what is so bad about the Cheesecake Factory? What is, because I've never, is that like the Rattans of Trinidad? Like, I don't understand.
Nope.
Why is, because
Nope.
it's cheesecake. I don't see.
Yeah, this is a restaurant, you know, is Cheesecake Factory, and from my understanding, they specialize in cheesecake, but they have like wings and they have like burgers. It's a restaurant. It's not a
Right.
fancy restaurant, but it's
But initially, she had a date with him at a better restaurant. She reached late. Of course, reservations could cancel, right? And he did what he had to do. Because I understand that sometimes you miss your thing and you have to do something else. He still does something else. He could have just be like, you know what? You're doing too much. You're late. Your thing. They honestly didn't look like they really match. He said that. He was like, I don't think we working together.
But the question is, who could match with that? No, it's serious
but
though.
what was
I mean,
she
like,
thinking?
what is the expectation there? Because the thing is that you have the guy.
Was sis hungry, like hungrier than Cheesecake Factory? And she was like, she just went on his date to eat, because it have some girls out there who they just go on dates to eat, not me. But
it's a perk.
But it's a thing that,
It's
you
a
know,
perk.
it's like,
It's
you
a
know what,
perk.
I hungry.
No,
I wonder
no.
where you staying, Tinder.
She just
Huh?
not a perk of the date that you get from.
Yeah. I don't eat for 2 days and then I go on a date. It's fine. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I don't know if that is what going on with her. I don't know who she thinks she is and why she went on a date in the first place. But I don't think she needed to get on to.
Well,
That's
yeah,
too much.
I personally, you know what I have a problem with, and this is not something that is her in that video, but I was saying, you realize that she spoke more to her phone and social media in that whole instance than she did to the guy, and I don't know if it's a age thing, maybe I'm just old or something. So, but you see, broadcasting every aspect of
Look,
your
guys,
life.
look at him. He ain't even paid for nothing. He just dropped me here. You know, they like that social media attention. It was nothing directed to him. I don't think she had any thoughts or feelings towards him. I think it was something more superficial than she genuinely going out on a date. And I think her motives, like, let's be honest. The fact that she refusing to go into the Cheesecake Factory, she recording on her phone, I don't think she went on that date to find love.
All right. So let me ask a question here. As somebody who out there in the dating world, and you know, somebody who, you know, might bounce up my partner who's saying, hey, things real hard out there. Is it morally okay to go on a date just for a meal?
No. The thing about that question is it morally okay? It's sustenance. I mean, you need food, right? Food is a need. It will never be wrong to eat in the grand scheme of things. Is it wrong to only go to eat?
So then the date comes, like, I have no problem. Let's say for instance, I have a work thing to go to.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go to this work thing, But this work thing is providing me breakfast and probably lunch.
Oh, amen.
I see it as the perk there.
Amen. Yeah.
But I mean, I think.
But you're not looking for love in work.
No, I'm not. And
Right?
you know, probably I could still put it at the end of the day on some performance document that I got there. But if it is that your only intention, oh my gosh, and there's a term for it.
Cheapskate.
No. A term for the ladies who does kind of actually use the gentleman for food in dates.
A food digger. You know, it have gold diggers. A food digger.
Nah, it's a cutesy term. I think it go like the mixed fubas because like it's something like how, you know, long time people used to say they had the NATOs. Right, the no action transport only fellas. So, you know, they move beyond.
How
just
old are you, Valdez?
You all don't know the term NATO?
Okay, so you were born in 1863.
There was the term NATO, no action transport.
So,
and it's almost like if ladies evolve to realize, well, not only could I get a drop if I dress up and sit down in the car and look nice, but I could
so
get a meal.
Here's what I have to counter that, right? So you're asking about ladies and your time travel and come and ask about whatever. But let's talk about
Let me
men.
put it out in the comments out there. If you know the term NATO, and not crazy, no action transport only.
But yes, all right, Grandpa. What if it could go the other way too? I know I'm not leaving it unresolved, but men could also have ulterior motives for dates. So they could only just want ting, right? So I want food. So what if there's a scenario where both of them, unbeknownst to each other, they're on different things? I want food. I want to be fed, and you want to be shed. Right?
No, all right. Like, if it is, to me, it's a level of deception, because you're saying basically, okay, I'll go on the date with you. There's the expectation where he pays for the date, he pays to organize everything, and she is obviously in the back of her head not interested in anything further than that. Right. So, you know, it comes like, okay, I'm not going to tell you that I'm not interested because I'm looking for this meal. But when it comes for time to put out otherwise, then I will make my lack of interest known. I don't think if it is that we could put beforehand, right? Because these same ladies might be the kind of ladies who will get upset if you say, all right, let's go out and eat. You pay for your plate, I pay for my plate. You going out with that guy?
No, the thing is...
No. You going out with that guy?
I think that's a weird ask. The reason why I say, well, I don't mind paying. Like, once I have money, I don't mind saying, hey, I want to carry you out, and I would
But this
pay.
is for somebody who you are genuinely interested in.
But I find it strange if you are the one to instigate something and you telling me I had to pay. You take me out of my home chilling for free, and you telling me, come, like, go out, and I still had a footy bill. I think that's weird. This
puts us in interesting territory then. Because to me, then, if you're not interested in the gentleman, why take up his offer of dining?
Because I'm hungry, Valdez.
Well, then it comes back to being morally wrong. I don't know. We're trying to put two and two together here. But it comes back to being morally wrong in terms of, then you shouldn't accept the date with him. Because then at the end of the day, in your heart of hearts, you know that you're not interested in anything more than the nice little fine wine and dine with the guy.
I've been advised that it's good to date, and you know, it may not. You don't have to spend the rest of your life with the person. Sometimes you're going out and you're getting to know people. Sometimes it could end up being a friendship. You're getting to find out about yourself, what you like and what you don't like. But so I don't think there's any harm in going out with somebody that you're not all that interested in. If it is that you know for sure, hey, this person no. But they insist on carrying it for food and you're hungry, then...
Okay. No. if
Why not?
If they insist, and you've made it that clear that no, I'm not that interested in you, and they insist and say, hey, still carry me on the date. Well, that's him. He knows beforehand. But let's say, for instance, and there is no expectation, There is no expectation at the end of the meal that anything goes further.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is from, let's say, beforehand, that, that there is nothing more with this gentleman. Well, let me ask the question to you. What is the purpose of dating? So, because, and I get into a point with this. What's the purpose of dating?
I'm not a big dater, but from what I understand, the purpose of dating is that process of finding or connecting with people that you're interested in. So I think based on our definition, there must be some first level of interest that you could go out to this person, get to know them, see how things go. You're not like, hey, that's my man, that's my gal, or they're not like ready to meet the parents. But is this like pre-courtship stage where you could get to explore people and see how they are in outside environment, and if it is that they will pay for my food, they'll pay for my house next,
So then, what is is there an expectation that money should be involved in dating? You can't find like a nice little free place to go, or a low cost date.
I have no problem with that. If we chilling by the double stand, but we engage in a very interesting conversation, then why not? Slide pepper, let's go.
All right.
We could go to the beach.
But so then what about those who then set the standards as in, nah, he can't be taking me to X restaurant or lower.
So here's the next thing.
Date.
Here's the next thing. There are women with love language that they feel loved when they are given gifts. Right? Once they get stuff, that's how they feel like, or they may be exposed to a certain standard from maybe how they grew up. And I don't think you could fault those women, right? That is how they would like to feel loved, and that is a thing. So I think the line could be a little blurred, maybe, in terms of expectations because of what you would want for to receive love.
All right, but I can't think that the expectation should be too high. In terms of at the start, what if he meet you by the double stand but bring a nice little, a nice little flower for you that
I love that doubles and flower.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
So why is it then that we have this whole revolution where, and I blame social media.
Yeah.
Right? We have this whole revolution where persons are kind of expectant of a certain quality. Maybe it is so that you could take a picture and put it on Instagram and say that I was here with this person.
Oh, yeah.
But then you're not there with the person to make any meaningful memory.
So you have real pics, watch my selfie. But as you just take out the selfie and you go back on your phone, chew in your food, and I said, you just want to show people a life that you pretending to live. And that's social media brainwash us to be a certain way. So I don't know.
Rhesa, coming back to the video, just your analysis at the end, right or wrong, that young lady?
Oh, definitely wrong. I think that was distasteful on her part because the guy was not distasteful. I think he did the best he can, and she didn't handle it. Even if we would not have known about that if she handled it maturely. You understand? I think having to record that and put up the man, and you're skewing his chance of finding somebody who's deserving of him.
I think that video work in his favor.
Oh yes, that is true. That is true.
I think that video
that is true.
Favor.
So yeah, I think she's wrong.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's it for this week. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Okay, so that's it, folks. Anything goes. Bye-bye.